you didn't pass. And I do want to tell you the real reason that you're here is I'm a private investigator and you're under arrest for fraud. Jamal, what's up, dog?
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yes, man. I appreciate you coming in and talking about what's going on in terms of Clarence and Ruth.
So this dude right here, I'm not going to be too easy with this guy. Pause, because he frauded or defrauded an old man.
Yeah.
He's a caregiver.
Right. So basically, we told you that, obviously you came in here to get a check. We're going to give up $10,000 to Clarence because Clarence is bedridden, and you take care of Clarence.
Of course, yes.
Okay. So Ruth had you come up here, which is his daughter. She had you come up here to pick up the check, right?
Right.
Because we do charitable here. But before we issue the check, I do want you to tell me about Clarence and your relationship with them. We just want to know where the money is going, if you don't mind being so kind to share that with me.
Of course.
Okay.
I've been taking care of Clarence for about 3 years now.
Okay.
It's been a remarkable journey, honestly. Taking care of somebody who's not always able to take care of themselves has been such an insightful experience, you know?
Okay, I've never done it before, so I'm not really sure about that, right? Just for the record, Clarence is 92 years old.
That's correct.
Right on. He's in he got some age on him. Yeah, so I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Yeah. There's definitely got some age on him, but because of that, I think that's what adds to us learning more about each other, Since
Okay.
I'm only 27, he's 92.
Okay.
The times that we do talk, because we're spending so much time together, it's been quite a learning experience.
Okay.
I'm grateful to be doing it.
Right on. And you work with a company, now don't say the name because we don't need to have their name on the camera, but you work with a company that works with people that are bedridden, right? How long have you been with that company? Don't say the name of the company, please.
I've been with that company for about 5 years now.
Okay. So you've developed a rapport with them, and if you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer, it's kind of personal, but how much money do you make a year with that company?
I don't feel comfortable.
You don't have to answer that. Okay, we were just curious. But the money that you make obviously is for you. Do you ever have to chip in your own personal money for Clarence when you're taking care of him?
All the time, but honestly, I feel like it's just part of the journey.
Okay, that's a great mindset to have about this. That's great. Ruth wanted me to ask you about just some financial things. She had some questions.
Okay.
First of all, you and Ruth, you guys don't get along. Not really well. Well, lately, in the last month and a half, she says that she had requested someone else to be with her dad. What's going on with you and Ruth, man?
You know how sometimes you just start off on the wrong foot?
Well, she said that you guys were cool up until a month and a half ago or so. She says that you were kind, you were caring, you call him dad, or you call Clarence dad. So it seems like she liked you, and obviously Clarence is, how coherent is Clarence? Is he?
Sometimes he's here, sometimes he's not.
Okay, but he likes you, I would imagine, because you're still around.
Yeah.
And that's probably why you're still around, because Clarence likes you. But Ruth says that lately your relationship has been sort of, she says, changed. And she says it's because of money or something like that. I just want to talk about that. So what's going on when you and Ruth? What is that about?
You know how like some people, they get a small part of a rumor and then they just run with it? That's all that's happening. I mean, I'm sure that's something if we were to actually sit down and talk about, we could actually just mull it over.
Why haven't you done that with her?
Sometimes you want to take a break from those difficult conversations just to let time heal,
Mm-hmm. Do you have anything in writing with Clarence in terms of his financials or his diet, or like how involved are you with Clarence? Like give me a day, what you do for him in a day.
In a day?
It's gonna be bull like a mother right now.
You don't have to be extremely intricate, but just kind of like, yo, D, I change his diaper, or I feed him, or just kind of like give me sort of a play-by-play.
All right, so in the mornings we start off, I start off with his breakfast, of course.
Okay.
And then after he eats, I like to give him some sort of like physical therapy, help him with his exercise.
Okay.
So even though he's not completely able to move, because he is bedridden for the most part, I want to make sure that his body is still healthy and strong.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, I spend time reading with him. Generally,
Mm-hmm.
go through. He's really been big into philosophy, so we
Okay.
got to go along with that. Afterwards, we'll spend time together, seeing how he's spending throughout his day.
Mm-hmm.
And then depending on what's happening through there, we can either go out for to the park or
Mhm.
even to help him run his errands, to help take care of him, either it's groceries or even keeping his vehicle or even keeping his house clean.
Okay.
After the return, spending your time reading or watching some nighttime television, and then bathing him, and
So you do all of that.
yes, all of that.
Man, you must love your job to be so involved with someone, especially when they're the elderly. Our elders, man, we always want to look out for them, like totally, especially Clarence. I got a chance to meet him. I went over to his house when Ruth was there, and man, that dude, he could talk, but he's just a little bit slower. You know what I'm saying? But he was able to, shook my hand with a nice firm grip.
He's still there.
Yeah, he's still there. He's not like all the way, gone where, he just needs 24 hours, somebody to watch over him or whatnot. But he seems like an amazing elder.
He really thinks he's gonna get a check.
They got money in the family, which is cool. He ain't hurting. I saw he still got a Cadillac out there. It's an older model, but it's nice,
He's clean.
Yeah, he's clean. He one of them brothers that, wife passed away a while ago, and he's just one of them brothers that, still pictures of Mildred up. I saw her, the family photos. Like, he was showing me all kind of stuff. Ruth was just kind of, sitting back, you know what I'm saying? And then we had a long conversation about you. Ruth, she told me that she liked you in the beginning, and then in the last month or so, has been some money missing. Did she mention that to you about $100,000 has gone missing from Clarence's account? Did she mention anything to you about
It
that?
comes up sometimes, but like I said, if we were to sit down and talk it out, we'll be able to laugh about it later.
Okay, so you don't know anything about that money being missing from his
I
account?
would not know.
You don't know?
No, I don't.
You don't know. Okay. I do have another question for you. Clarence has a bank account. He has a checking and a savings account. On this savings account, I'm not going to mention the name of the bank, but on the savings account, your name was recently added about 2 months ago on his savings account, where there's a load of money. He's got over a couple $1 million in there. Why are you on his savings account? Why was your name added to his savings account?
As part of the journey, I feel like it would be helpful for me to help him manage it while he's in his time of need.
But he has Ruth for that, his daughter.
Right, but like I said, sometimes he feels. I just want to say it out loud.
Don't say it to me, man. I want to know that. I want to give you the money. I want to make sure when we give you this money that we know where it's going to. But I see your name on his savings account, and I see, some withdrawals here.
Yeah, he doesn't always feel he's very responsible, so that's why he trusts me with my name on it.
Okay, so these withdrawals, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, I'm sure there's more, and they're like 2,500, 3,000. There's one for 5,000. There's one for 400. They range from 400 to 7,000, $7,100. So from $400 to $7,100, there's withdrawals. Do you know anything about these?
Yeah, these are all necessary purchases to help me take care of it.
Okay, so you're the one that's withdrawing this.
Right.
Okay, so at least I know where that's going. So what do you need to buy that costs $7,000, man?
His medication, all his treatments is very expensive.
His medication. So he has Medicaid and Medicare. What are you buying as far as medicine?
There are times when we want to go outside of his plan, and so I'm just doing what I can to help take care of him.
For $7,000?
Sometimes it gets that high. It's expensive.
Is that a copay? God damn, is Medicaid that much? Shit, I'm an old man. I gotta look forward to having $7,000.
You should know.
Well, no, I ain't on that right now. I ain't on that right now, but I'm just, a lot of things Ruth told me that, I was like, well, this is, when we give you the money, is that going to be going to, is it going to be going to you or is it going to be going to Clarence?
To Clarence, of course.
But Jamal, you told me that you're withdrawing this money out of his account. So I'm just trying to piece it together. And this is why Ruth contacted us, because she was like, yo, can you talk to him before you guys donate money? I was like, oh, okay, fine. I thought it was like, why should we talk to you? But she wanted me to talk to you. And obviously, I know you probably feel uncomfortable me asking you all these questions. A little bit. But again, I want to give $10,000 to Clarence. But I just want to make sure that this money is going to go to Clarence.
Of course.
But when I look at the financials that Ruth sent us, you're making these withdrawals, and you being on the account, you have every right to do it. So she can't go and combat it and say, no, I understand that. But she brought it to our attention. So, before we decide to give Clarence money, we want to make sure from seeing all of this stuff that Ruth brought, you can understand. She's a daughter, it's her dad. You feel me? This is where we at right now. You feel me?
I completely understand.
Okay, so this is where we're at. So I just want to make sure before we hand you over a check that it's going to Clarence. How do we know that you're just not going and spending the money, dog? Like, I mean, damn, man, that's a lot of...
You're responsible of me, and you can easily check, so why would I even put myself
Well,
in that position?
I checked. We checked a lot.
And the reason I'm even here is because he trusts me enough to even come here to pick it up for him.
Yes, he knows about all of it, right? I understand that. We set it all up. Here's what I want to tell you. Just so we can feel a little bit more comfortable as far as issuing this money, would you be willing to take a lie detector test over some of the things that we were asking you here?
I'm nothing to hide.
You would be willing to do that?
Yes, of course.
You sure? So you say it on camera? Because I'm filming everything.
Yeah, of course. I have nothing to hide.
All right. And I forgot to put a mic on you. Here, let me just put this mic on you. I forgot to put that on you. Is that okay if I put this mic on you? Okay. I just want to make sure I hear you. There we go. Go ahead and put that on your shirt. I'm going to have you stand up. I'm going to put the lie detector test on you. And then I'm going to ask you some questions. And you're still cool with it, right?
I'm cool
and
with
then
it.
Once you pass that lie detector test, I'm giving you the check. And we done. Then I'll feel more comfortable. You feel me?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
So let me set that up. You can have a seat there. Let me just go ahead and get all of this ready to go.
Yeah, take your time.
Right on, man. Appreciate it. Bring my computer over here. I got all these cords, man, and all this stuff.
Yeah, technology, man.
Man, all this stuff over here. Let me pull that here. I'm gonna put this here. So the job, man, what do you think about your job? Is it like, you got job security? What do you think? You gonna try to open up your own business? What you trying to do with it?
Honestly, imagine myself staying with the company. Like I said, I'm just loving it so much.
You're loving it so much.
No reason for me to leave.
Especially when you're making all that money, man. So
It's not about the money.
It's not about the money?
Nah, do it for the love.
It's love. When you talk to Clarence about, whose idea was it to go on the savings account? Because you can't just go put yourself on there, obviously. Whose idea was that?
We sort of talked it out, and it came up in conversation, and it just happened.
So it was his idea, your idea?
It was a mutual agreement.
A mutual agreement. Okay. That's cool. All right, let me open this up here. All right, let me just go ahead and hook you up. Now I'm gonna have you stand up. Just don't move your chair because I got it all set up here. I'm just gonna put this around your body here. Thank you. I appreciate you letting me do this, man. It's just we want to feel comfortable, you feel me?
Yeah,
Hold this to your chest, this white piece right there. Put that on your chest right there. There you go. And then have a seat. Go ahead and sit down. There you go. Just sit all the way back.
All right.
Just sit all the way back. So it's right there. There you go. And sit back. There you so it won't move. There you go. And slide your index fingers in here.
All right.
Do same hand.
Okay, so first front.
There you go. There you go. Push it on there. There we go. And then go ahead and put your finger on that little thing right there. And then just relax. You can just put your hands on your lap. There we go.
Sure, sounds good.
Easy enough, man.
Easy.
I'm gonna ask you a series of questions, just yes or no.
Okay.
Just give me the answer, yes or no. Don't give me a reason or anything like that. Just a yes or a no.
Okay.
Okay? All right, let's go. It's just a couple questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Perfect. Is your name Jamal?
Yes.
Is your client's name Clarence?
Yes.
Is Clarence's daughter named Ruth?
Yes.
Do you like Ruth?
Yes.
In the last 30 days, have you been stealing money from Clarence?
No.
In the last 30 days, have you been abusive with Clarence?
No.
Did you put your name on Clarence's account without him knowing?
No.
Are you stealing from Clarence?
No.
All right, that's all I want to ask, man. I'm gonna read you the results in a second. Let me pause my test. Okay, that's it. Let me read the results. Go ahead and just sit forward. There we go. Let me take that off you. Slide that off. Fingers. Boom. That was easy, huh?
Very easy.
All right, let me read the results to you.
Let's go.
My man, Jamal. All right. Lie detector test, I asked you a couple questions. You just say yes or no to them. And the first question is your name Jamal? You said yes. Lie detector test determined that's the truth. I asked, is your client's name Clarence? You said yeah. Lie detector test determined that is the truth. I asked, is his daughter named Ruth? I said sister, but I meant daughter, named Ruth. You said yes. Lie detector test determined that that is the truth. I asked if you like Ruth. You said yes. You hesitate a little bit. Lie detector test determined that was a lie. So maybe you don't like her. I asked, in the last 30 days, have you been abusive with Clarence? Remember that question?
I do.
Abusive could be physically, mentally, pop him on the head, not feeding him, whatever it might be. Abuse is abuse. Yeah. In the last 30 days, you said no. Lie detector test determined that's a lie. That's some right there. I asked, was it your idea to put your name on Clarence's account? Or did you do it without him knowing? You said no. Lie detector test determined that was a lie. So somehow or some way you figured out a way to go on his account and he doesn't know, because when I did bring this information to Clarence, he didn't know that your name was on his account because Ruth brought this to my attention. I asked, in the last 30 days, have you been stealing money from Clarence? Last 30 days, have you been stealing money from Clarence? I went over the bank stuff with you. You said no. Lie detector test determined that's a lie. When I asked, are you stealing from Clarence? Straight up question. You said no. Lie detector test determined that was also a lie. So from your lie detector test, you didn't pass. And I do want to tell you the real reason that you're here. The real reason that you're here is I'm a private investigator and you're under arrest for fraud and stealing. So get your ass up. Let me get my mic off this. Let me get my mic off this. Okay. There you go. You're under arrest, man.
Fucking mistake.
From stealing. Yes. Yes, for fraud, my nigga. For fraud.
On the ground. Don't do that. That's the stupidest thing you could do. Now you just added a resistance charge.
Just touch me.
Now you just added a resistance charge, buddy. All for that stupid little stunt you just pulled.
Keep that taser on him just in case.
No,
Here,
just
roll
doing
over
my
on your
job.
side.
All I'm doing.
Roll over on your side.
I can tell you.
Yeah. Looks like your top of your hair is barely going through puberty. Speaking of, shut up. Face. Take your feet out.
So just to let you know, This was all a setup, dog. We set you up. Ruth set you up because you're stealing from her dad. And I got you on camera saying that you have your name on that account. I have you on camera saying that you taking money from that account. I got you on camera saying it, so you're busted. That's all the proof I need. You admitted to doing all of that. So you caught, man. So you're going to jail for that. You're going to jail for fraud. You too, man.
You have
But
the
I'm
right
not
to
the
remain
mother-
silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney, ask him where you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney while you're being questioned, won't be appointed for you to represent you. You can stop asking questions at any time you wish. Do you understand? Okay, good enough for me. Let's go.
Come on. You're going to the big house.
Big house, man. I'm going to your mama's house.
Oh, for real?
Hell yeah.
My mama ain't in jail, though.
I'm about to take her with me.
Oh, you gonna take her with you?
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Just go ahead and walk. Just walk normal. You're gonna hurt yourself. Walk normal. Walk normal.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
I tell y'all niggas got bullied in high school.
Oh, you think that's what happened to us?
That's exactly what happened.
Here, put them
I'm
right
just
here.
good at dealing with like you. That's all it is.
Shit, next time I'll take y'all lunch money.
All right, cool.
So he read you your rights. Okay? This was all a setup like I told you. All right? Did you want to say anything else? You don't have to because you're under arrest. He's taking you to jail. So is there anything that you want to say? Maybe to Clarence, maybe to Ruth?
Look, man, I'm sorry, okay? Like,
Hey, I don't take it personal, man. I'm just doing my job. That's all it is.
It's just been a hard couple months for me, and I just didn't see another way out.
And so you just felt that you had to steal the money. Is that what it is?
You think it was worth it now to this point?
Go for all.
No, not at all.
But you do it.
Well, you're going to cancel your discretion.
Because I got you in
Yeah, we'll cancel next.
You put your name on that account. You should have done that. You feel me?
It was wrong with me.
It was wrong.
Anyway.
It was wrong. You should have done that. So now you got to pay the price, dog. So now you in his hands.
All right, come on. Let's get you in the car.
Man, all of you.
All right, now real quick before we get to jail, you have anything that I didn't find that you don't want to go to jail with? Because anything you bring in there, like any kind of drugs, anything up your like that's a felony once you get up there. I'm just asking, man. I'm just trying to save you an additional felony charge.
Bet you like to go come up.
What you talking about, man?
Just because the top of your head looked like a
You're going to be straight when you go to jail.
Face
You ain't
that
got to
way.
worry about
Put your
nobody
seatbelt.
else.
That's on you now.
face that way.
No, stay in your seat.
Face
Just
that way.
face that way.
Yeah, man, speak up so I can hear you next time.
They were talking loud enough.
No one's talking to you.
Shut the
No, you got the camera. Say it on the camera. What would you want to say? We record everything.
I'll take it personally.
Another one down, another one bites the dust. That's it, baby. We got a couple more. We got a couple more points.
Let's do it.
Stay tuned for the hunt.